In the last video, the last couple of videos, we went through setting up a pivot table. Now, because we want to make things prettier, we want to do the same thing but create a chart instead. Let's go to our inventory worksheet here. We're going to do the same thing. Click and drag, specify a range of data, go to Insert, and instead of clicking right here to load the pivot table, we're going to click the little arrow pointing down, and we'll select a pivot chart. And double check our table range. That's good. Make sure that it's including the the headers that you have there. Click OK, and that's it. Simple as that. Now let's go through here and do the same thing. Category. Turn category on, and turn total value on. Check it out. Acoustic. I mean, this is like an instant chart that you can just keep playing with. Okay, quantity on hand. Let's turn that total value off. Turn it on. Now we've got two things going on here, although the one of them, the numbers here are so vastly apart from one another that you can hardly see anything. So we'll leave it set to quantity on hand for right now. It gives us, the regular information here, but just like a regular pivot table. But in addition, we have this chart that is dynamically updated and gives us, in more of a visual way, a view of the information that we need to see. Now, what if we turn on brand as well? Now things are broken down, and obviously, you have to go through here and do some formatting stuff, but we can move it in a little bit different way. We want to bump it over to, now we've kind of changed up our chart here, right? So what this did is, since I turned on brand and category, we have category here across the bottom, but then we have the brand in the legend field, color-coded automatically and organized as such, because we could have, Fender, for example. They could appear in the acoustic bass, acoustic guitar, acoustic electric. They could appear in any one of those categories. So we know at a glance that as far as Fender is concerned, we carry, a pretty good variety of different types of items. We've got an acoustic bass. We've got an electric bass, electric guitar, a guitar amp. Visually we can see what's going on here. And that's what's important. Main differences between the pivot chart and pivot table is, with the pivot table, we have like the column names, the column labels, I should say, and the row labels. Okay. With the pivot chart, we have legend fields and axis fields. The axis field right here, because we can like swap things and rearrange them, right? Let's change this to, actually, let's do it this way. Let's swap brand down here and put category up here. Okay, see what we have done? We've got the brand showing up on the axis at the bottom, and we've got the category showing up as a legend on the right. We can do the same stuff, though, as far as values, and do we want to count, or do we want, a sum like what we've got here? All that kind of stuff is pretty much the same. Okay, so that is a pivot chart. And with that, we are done for pivot tables. Up next, I'm going to show you a really slick feature of Excel to help you meet your goals. It's called Goal Seek.